Now that my December daily is but a distant memory, I'm back to making mini albums. So today I'm here to share with you a mini album that I made using the It's the Little Things collection by Fancy Pants Designs. And I was really lucky that I picked this collection up for $10.35 on sale at WSquaredScrapbooking.com, and they are a Canadian company. They're way up north somewhere. I don't know where they are. Their website is kind of hard to navigate, but I find that if you really rummage through what they have, you can sometimes find things really cheap. And this was like regular $25. I got it for 10. So, and it's just a collection I've always loved. I think it's from like 2010. Yeah, 2010. But it's just one I've always wanted, so I was happy to get it. And it comes with all kinds of stuff. It came with 12 sheets of pattern paper. It came with some they're called glitter cuts, or like glittered acetate. It came with stickers, alphas. It came with acetate sheets, and it came with rub-ons. And I am so happy to say I killed this collection. I only have these little scraps left out of the book, which makes me so happy. I've got this left out of the stickers, like 2 left, and I'll just put those in my Midori. I've got this left out of the glitter cuts. I have just like a couple of journaling spots. I had 4 journaling spots left. I couldn't find a spot for in the book. And then there's a couple things I'm saving. I'm saving the acetates because I think I can find a better use for them. They're pretty cool, but I'm not going to use them this time. And I'm saving the rub downs. I didn't think they worked really well in the album. I'm going to use them in my Midori. So on to the album. So this is my album, and I know you're already laughing at the cover because it's called Working Title. It's not my real title, obviously. So I don't know what's going in this book yet. So these are the alphas that came with it, and I think that it'll be really nice to just lay these on top of the straight black. I tried it on a lot of the pattern papers. I found they didn't stand out as much as I liked, so they're going to go straight on the cover, and that's how it's going to look. So I just put working titles just to give myself where to space other things. So as you can see, this is an altered book, and it was inspired by another video that I saw on YouTube, and I can't think of the YouTube user off the top of my head, but I'll link to it down below. And I copied her pretty closely when I did this book. And when I told my husband I was wrecking a book, he was like, he was horrified that I was going to ruin a nice book. And then I told him what book I was wrecking, and then he didn't care anymore. I wrecked The Gospel According to Coco Chanel, Life Lessons for the World's Most Elegant Woman. And I still have most of the pages still. So if anybody wants to read it, just let me know and I'll send you this stack of papers. I got it at the used bookstore. The reason I picked this book is, I don't know if you can tell, but it's got a lovely texture to it. It's really high quality cover. I liked the plain blackness of the cover, and the size was right. And when I looked here, it looked really closely glued together. So it just seemed like a high quality book that I would never want to read. So that's what I used. I just glued some pattern paper on the spine to cover up the title of the book. And then these were just some stickers. This is one of the glitter cuts from the collection. For my closure, I just used this little necklace that I got at Ardene's. I don't know if you guys have that in the States, but we have it in Canada. It's just like a junk jewelry store like Claire's. And it just wraps around the back and connects to this brad in the front, and that's the closure. So let's take a look inside. It's like 5.5, I think, by 7.5, give or take. So I left the inside just the plain black. This is so hard to see, but I think it looks nice just plain. And then it opens to like a plate, and this is where I will write just a synopsis of what the book is about, like, oh, me and so, we traveled here for these days, we had a lovely time, and maybe like a little selfie right here. And then I just kept everything really low to the page, and really like just really flat and really simple. I wanted room for big photos and small amounts of journaling. I put journaling almost everywhere in the book. So the way I did this, just before we get too far into it, is I just took out 8 pages of the book for every 10 that were in there. So I'd leave 2 pages, rip out 8, leave 2 pages, rip out 8, and then I glued those 2-page sets together, and that gave me the base of the book. And this is the 2-page. You can see the paper there. And then I actually taped those together. I didn't glue them because I didn't want them to wrinkle. And then I distressed them with vintage photo around the edges to give them a little bit of an aged look, because this was a new book. So this is that's a journaling spot. I bought the journaling spot add-on kit for the collection, so that's one of those. There was a sheet of tags in the book, and they all have this on the back, so I just left those plain. I used some of my Smash washi tape. Because I used all of the paper, a couple of them I had to cut a little smaller than the page needed to be, so I just put washi tape on those pages. I had a lot of fun ripping paper to make the pockets, because I wanted to keep the fact that it was a book sort of alive in there. So I did, for all of the pockets, I ripped the pattern paper and I ripped a page of the book and used that to make the pocket. So then we've got another journaling spot. That was another little journaling embellishment. I made some tags out of whatever scraps I had left. I just used like a Weird Memory Keeper's eyelet in there. And I'll just flip through the book for you. This is one of the stickers that came in the sticker set. I really like that tag, and I just love all the torn bits. They make me very happy. Stickers. I put a couple of big tags in. There's one back here. And I just kept them plain on the back. I figure I'll use a gel pen to write on those. And this just pulls right, like this can pull right off. I just love these papers. They have so much whimsy to them. It's just like a sticker that was in the collection. Sweet little moments. Another tag. I kept most of the tags the same. Actually, I think I kept all the tags pretty much the same size and shape. This is my first time altering a book, and it was, I don't want to say it was easier than just creating an album from scratch. It was about the same. It was really fun. I have another book I may consider altering as well. That's a lot smaller than this one. This is probably my favorite embellishment. That's one of the glitter cuts, and I just thought it went with that little journaling spot so nicely. There's a belly band back here, so I can tuck something there if I want to. And this you can tuck under, like, so I can put a bigger picture there if I want to. Oh, I don't know why I put a paper clip there. Must have been thinking about putting something there. This was another one of the glitter cuts, and I just left it loose in the page because I'll put a picture underneath it and then I'll tack it down on top of the picture. I've got another big tag here. And these are big enough to hold a 4x6 photo. And the journaling spot, some of the stickers from the collection. I really liked this black page because it's lined, so you can just write straight on it as a journaling page. So that's why I kept it really plain. This is another one of the journal embellishments. They were all just white on the back. And I want to say there was 12 pages in total in this book. It's a lot of pages, like a lot more than I would normally do in a mini album. But in this book format, it really works. That's another one of the glitter cuts and one of the journaling spots. And I just made a pocket out of that to hold this journaling card. I love all these little birds. Put a couple of journaling cards in this pocket too. And here's another tag. That's the last one. I think we're at the end of the book. Yeah, that's the last page. And then just like a final spot for my thoughts on whatever the book's about. And one more picture to end it. And more black pages. And that's the back of the book. So, yeah, that's all there is to it. And this, I like this chain because even if it gets like bulky, it'll still wrap around. And you can just set it down like nice if you want. Or if you really want it to be secure, you can wrap it around a couple times. And then it won't budge. So yeah, that's the album. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.